Ever wondered who the original master of flirting might have been? Hint, he wore wings on his feet. Dive with us into the depths of ancient Greek mythology, where tales of gods, heroes, and monsters intertwine with the fabric of human existence. Who better to guide us through this labyrinth of lore than Hermes, the messenger of the gods? A deity known for his quick wit, charm, and silver tongue. His nimble mind and eloquent words were his superpowers, often enabling him to navigate the tricky terrain of divine and mortal realms with ease. Imagine the scene: Mount Olympus, home to the most powerful deities in the universe. Among them, Hermes, a god known not for his strength or fury, but for his quick wit and charming demeanor. This was a god who could negotiate with Hades, the god of the underworld, charm Aphrodite, the goddess of love, and even outwit Zeus, the king of the gods himself. But Hermes wasn't just a smooth operator among the gods. He was equally adept at navigating the world of mortals. He was a trickster, a negotiator, a messenger, and yes, an unparalleled master of flirting. His banter was legendary, his words woven with magic and mischief. Hermes' charm wasn't about manipulation or deceit. No, it was about understanding, about connection. He knew the power of words, the power of a well-timed joke or a cleverly constructed compliment. He understood that the most potent form of communication was not just about what was said, but how it was said. His tales, scattered across the ancient texts, serve as a guide for us, a lesson in the art of conversation, the power of wit, and the charm of banter. They show us that sometimes it's not the strongest who prevail, but the wittiest, the most charming, the most eloquent. Flirting, banter, conversation, these are not just modern constructs. They are as old as time itself, rooted in the tales of gods and men, in the stories of Hermes, the wing-footed messenger. So, ready to take a page from Hermes' book and learn the ancient art of flirting? Hermes, a god known for his quick wit and silver tongue, had more than just speed on his side. In the pantheon of Greek mythology, Hermes stands as a unique figure, a deity who is not only renowned for his swiftness but also for his eloquence. Born to the mighty Zeus and the nymph Maia, he was destined for greatness, but it was his knack for communication that truly set him apart. As the divine messenger of the gods, Hermes was tasked with conveying the divine decrees and intentions of the gods to mortals. More than just a courier, though, he was also a cunning trickster, a negotiator, and a guide for souls to the underworld. His roles were as varied as his talents, but they all hinged on one thing: communication. Hermes' gift of gab wasn't just for business, though. He was also a notorious flirt, known for his playful banter and charming advances. His charm and wit were so captivating they could even melt the hearts of nymphs and goddesses alike. And let's not forget his ability to talk his way out of trouble, a skill that saved him more than once. Yet what truly made Hermes unique among the gods was his understanding of the power of words. He knew that words could heal or harm, unite or divide, inspire or discourage. He wielded them with precision, knowing when to be direct, when to be subtle, and when to cloak his messages in metaphor and riddle. In essence, Hermes was the master of effective communication. But communication is not just about speaking. It's also about listening. And Hermes knew this well. He listened to the whispers of the wind, the murmurs of the mortals, even the silent cries of the souls he guided to the underworld. He understood their fears, their desires, their hopes, and their dreams. And he used this understanding to bridge the gap between the divine and the mortal, the known and the unknown. Now, let's unravel the secrets behind Hermes' charismatic charm. Hermes didn't just deliver messages, he mastered the art of persuasion through his words. Picture this: the messenger of the gods, the divine diplomat, the original silver-tongued devil himself. Now, what made Hermes such a smooth talker was his unique blend of humor, wit, and well-timed compliments. Let's dive in and dissect these elements of his communication style. Firstly, humor. Hermes, in all his divine mischief, knew that laughter is a universal language. He often lightened the mood with a well-placed jest or a cleverly spun tale. His humor was a tool, a bridge that connected him with gods and mortals alike. It was a disarmament strategy, a way to break down barriers and make his audience more receptive to his messages. Next, his wit. Hermes was no mere jester. His intelligence shone through in his quick thinking and sharp responses. He was always one step ahead in the conversation, anticipating reactions and crafting his words accordingly. His wit was a testament to his mental agility, a showcase of his ability to think on his feet and adapt to any situation. This made him an engaging conversationalist, keeping his audience on their toes and eager for more. Lastly, well-timed compliments. Now, this wasn't just about flattery. Hermes had a knack for recognizing and acknowledging the strengths and virtues of others. He used compliments to build rapport and foster goodwill. But the key here was timing. Hermes knew when to sprinkle in a compliment to enhance a conversation, not to derail it. It's a delicate balance, but when done right, it can be incredibly powerful. These elements of Hermes' communication style, humor, wit, and well-timed compliments, are not just ancient tactics. They are timeless techniques that are still relevant in today's world, especially when it comes to flirting and banter. They can turn a simple conversation into a captivating exchange, a dance of words that leaves a lasting impression. And that's how Hermes used his words not just to communicate, but to charm. From Olympus to your local cafe, the principles of flirting remain surprisingly similar. Now let's dive into the world of modern-day flirting and banter, where we'll see how the ancient wisdom of Hermes can be applied to our everyday interactions. Just as Hermes used his wit and charm to captivate his audience, we too can incorporate these elements into our communication style. First, let's talk about humor. Hermes was known for his playful spirit and quick wit, a characteristic that made him beloved among both gods and mortals. In the modern world, humor continues to be a powerful tool in breaking the ice and making connections. A clever joke or a witty comment can instantly lighten the atmosphere and put people at ease. It's all about timing, delivery, and a dash of creativity. Next, we move on to the art of banter. This is where the true essence of Hermes' communication style shines through. Banter is the art of playful, friendly exchange. It's a tennis match of words where you volley back and forth, keeping the conversation lively and engaging. It's about being responsive, active, and most importantly, fun. Finally, we come to compliments. Hermes, being the charmer that he was, knew the power of a well-placed compliment. Compliments can be a great way to express admiration and interest, but remember to keep them genuine and specific. Generic flattery can often come across as insincere, so ensure your compliments are thoughtful and personal. Keep in mind that all these techniques require balance. Overdoing any of them can lead to discomfort and miscommunication. Remember, the goal is to make the other person feel good and create a sense of connection. It's not about winning or showing off, but about building rapport and understanding. So, whether you're trying to charm a potential partner or just want to improve your social skills, these tips inspired by Hermes can help. Use humor to break the ice, banter to keep the conversation flowing, and compliments to show genuine interest. And there you have it, the Hermes Guide to Flirting and Banter. So what can we take away from our journey with Hermes, you might ask? Well, our exploration into Greek mythology has brought us face to face with a deity who was a master of communication, a god who used words not just to deliver messages, but to charm, to flirt, to banter, and to captivate his audience. This is the Hermes effect, the power of words wielded by a god. It's about understanding that communication goes beyond mere information exchange. It's about the art of eloquence, the knack for wit, the gift of gab, and the charm of conversation. Effective banter and flirting, as demonstrated by Hermes, are not about saying the right thing at the right time, but about creating a connection, a rapport, a bond. It's about the playfulness, the fun, the joy of conversation that draws people in and leaves them wanting more. Remember, like Hermes,